Nicholas, because you are an absolute practitioner, you are involved in, managing your team through this challenging times. Maybe, but first up, tell us a little bit about Telecenter, because there are not many large outsourcing teams based out of Singapore. And tell us about Telecenter, and most importantly, you are also a big outsourcer to government agencies in Singapore. How has the pandemic affected you? How did you respond to it? And that will be a great starting point for our conversation.
Telecenter has been in the industry for, I think, 20 years almost. And we are one of the largest, local BPO contact center in Singapore. Over the 20 years, we have gone through many phases of digital evolution. From a traditional call center where we take calls, we move on to emails. Now we have web chat, live chat, WhatsApp, social media. And over the last 2 years, we have actually grown to about 400 seaters, right? And recently, we actually embarked on an omni-channel platform, which, this is the path to digitalization, which we will actually talk about the challenges later on. Like what Manoj say, we have a lot of government agencies as our client. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, we faced several challenges. Firstly is the sudden announcement of the circuit breaker, all right, which actually rendered a lot of us having to work from home. So we have actually challenges in finding laptops, equipment to actually get our staff to bring back home to actually take calls at home or even do emails at home. Right. The second thing is, of course, the rush to access the home environment of the agents, because if they don't have a proper broadband, you actually have a lot of issue connecting to the voice, and we have a lot of voice quality issues. Secondly is, of course, handling government agency. There's a lot of strict compliances in terms of how you secure their data, PDP and stuff like that. So we have to actually get our agents to quickly sign a letter of undertaking to ensure that give them the proper briefing and all this. So the third one is, of course, facing issues in terms of updating them when they are working from home, right? Because when they're not in the office, you can't really huddle them and then tell them the latest situation that the COVID-19 is actually posing to Singapore, and also taking care of the well-being of the agents. So these are the challenges that we have to overcome. But I think we did pretty well. With our partners, we actually resolved quite a lot of issues in terms of connectivity, in terms of voice quality. The KPIs of today and the KPIs of tomorrow have changed. Okay, we used to have speed of answer, abandonment rate, average time in queue, first contact resolution, customer satisfaction as KPI of today. But I think for KPIs of tomorrow, all right, we talk about speed of answer for AI and human-assisted transactions. Okay, we also have hyper-personalization, real-time targets. Okay, direct resolution handle time, self-service utilization rate, and seamless customer experience satisfaction ratings. So we can actually see this challenge of migrating from the KPIs of today to the KPIs of tomorrow. Do we actually have, this clarity, the roadmap to actually do all this? And moving on, when you migrate or rather move into digitalization, okay, does this actually help in your productivity and efficiency of your staff? And does this digitalization live up to your expectations? And of course, being a BPO, we will always face client asking, when is your digitalization going to complete? How accurate it is? Do they actually have the patience to wait for you? Okay, and lastly is, how do you measure your success? And most importantly, the return on investment.
Excellent, Nicholas. Thank you. So KPIs, how difficult is it for you to measure these KPIs today, Nicholas? Especially the new KPIs that you're putting in place.
Definitely, I think adaptability is one of the challenge that we face. How staff adapt to the new set of KPIs. and how they move from the old ways to the new ways. So we have to actually, engage them, get them into the company's mission and vision, how we want to move forward in our roadmap. So it's a very real challenge, definitely. But I think with more partners helping us, I think we can overcome this.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Nicholas.